well-known professional who's been in it for a long time. Ramzi Faraj is just that sort of person here. And that agent, that lender is going the extra mile for the client and making that call. Now, I know you could even call the listing agent before they even know there's an offer coming, right? I mean, you're working with the buyer's agent, and they say, okay, we found a house. What can we offer? And they're getting their strategy together. You can pick up the phone and say, hey, I got an offer coming over, and I want you to know it's a strong, if you've got them fully underwritten, right? You want to be able to, that matters, right?
Yeah, that's another great point, Paul. One way you can make your offer stand out is to not just get pre-approved, but to actually give me your income and asset documents, sign a few papers that say you're applying for a loan without a property. Before you even go out there on the street, get a full loan approval. Now when I call the listing agent, I say, look, these people have already been through underwriting.
Right.
That also means you can close quicker.
Right.
Which is also a potential way to have your offer stand out.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you can get to like you could go from a 30-day close or a 45-day close, you could get it shortened down to a couple weeks maybe?
Potentially.
Yeah,
not
always, but
not always. And reputation matters. I was at an open house recently with a realtor, and you have people coming in left and right, and some people have been looking for homes for 6 months or a year. One of them left, and the realtor said, oh my gosh, they're pre-approved with so-and-so. I'm not going to say the name of the lender, but a big company, they advertise a lot, and I don't want to deal with them.
Yeah.
So their offer is almost already, those poor people are already handicapped just because they chose a specific lender.
That's true. I mean, one house that we sold too, this wasn't the lender, but there was a couple of offers, and an agent that we knew had a good reputation, did a good job. You know, that gives you a little boost too. It's not just the lender, it can be the agent too.
Sure, but reputation matters.
It really does.
Yeah. You know, Scott, you mentioned that one that you lost on the way, right? What were the numbers there roughly? They went like $30,000 over ask or something.
The house was. Yeah, the house was about $180,000.
Yeah,
and we weren't going to go above. I mean, we were using a VA loan, so VA is not going to let us go above.
Right.
So with a bidding war going back and forth, it went up to 210.
That's $30,000 over ask. And by the way, working with a great agent matters because look, my job is to help you make strong decisions for yourself, right? I have a fiduciary responsibility to the client. And frankly, I tell people over and over, Tina, my job is to be cold and calculated on your behalf. You've got to find the home that feels like home to you, but I'm not emotional. I was a little more emotional when I bought my home that I live in.
Not as emotional as I was, but yeah.
I cried during mine. In fact, I'm getting worked up right now. Is there
Just
tissue?
remember, no, I got no tissue, man. But it's important that you're working with the right professionals to help you make the good decision because you don't want to get caught up in an emotional decision just because someone said, oh, we got highest and best due by tomorrow noon. And you want to work with people who've been in the business a long time, can tell you, look, it's not worth 210.
Oh, it was worth 210.
Oh, was it really?
Oh, yes.
Well, but not just that.
He's gonna start crying. He's gonna start crying now.
No. He has a much better house.
Oh yes.
They found a much better place. So
much cheaper too.
Yeah. With the help of a good agent, Sarah. So now I forgot where I was.
Well, let's go back to just tips to help you get your offer to stand out. We love that cash is king, but you can do this delayed refinance option. You can put your cash out there to get yourself into the house. And then get your money back out to get that money back to work for you someplace else. At these low interest rates, you might be a lot better off paying off a mortgage at some small rate and keeping your interest-bearing money back where it was.
Sure. And speaking of cash, another way that you can make cash work for you is a larger deposit with your offer.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Instead of cash.
Right.
Yeah.
All cash. And that way they know you're serious.
That's what we
and
did.
You're putting the money, you're showing them the money, right?
Show me the money.
Jerry Maguire, baby.
Be ready to go. And that's what we did. When we found the house we were interested in, we immediately, the first day it listed, so you got to be Johnny on the spot and on the job here. The first day it listed, we gave them a full price offer with a higher than normal earnest money deposit.
Right.
And that helps your offer stand out.
And a quick closing time.
And a quick closing time because we'd already been fully pre-approved and ready to rock. And then another thing you can do, Dreamer, is maybe shorten your inspection period a little bit. Think about it from the seller's perspective. If you've got your house on the market and 4, 5, 6 people are making offers on it, and the highest offer comes in with a 10-day inspection period, that is, you don't know if you have a deal or not for the next 10 days, shorten that inspection period down to 3, have your inspector ready to go, Because if you need to back out of that deal, the seller wants to know it sooner than later.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because they still got 4 or 5 other people might want to buy this house.
I have a quick unconventional thing that I wanted to really throw out there too.
Yeah, go ahead.
It might sound crazy, but how about writing a letter, a cover letter with your offer, telling these people, these are people.
They're people.
Talk on their emotions a little bit about your family, about why you want this house, about why this is going to be so important to your family, and who's going to be staying there, and the memories that are going to happen there. People are emotionally tied to their home.
Yeah.
And
we
that
just
works.
did that. We just had that happen to us as the
Right.
seller's agent.
Yeah.
And we got this great communication that said, look, this is a retired couple. The home they're offering on is pretty
No,
much.
that wasn't the letter. That was the agent telling us the story. We got another one that had a letter.
Yeah, but let me finish the story
Okay.
before you come.
I'm not getting in the middle of
Yeah,
this.
that got
I have my
personal
own
real
issues
quick.
here, so.
But there was this home is right in the middle of roughly their
Yes.
3 children, and it gives them a chance to see their grandkids more often. That, to your point, I'm wanting to tear up. Oh, this is so nice. I want them to get the house. So it matters. Communication matters.
Sure.
There are all kinds of ways, American Dreamer, to help you fulfill your American dream. You should go like that Michigan Real Talk Facebook page. Information coming down the pike that's going to help you fulfill your American dream of a debt-free life in a paid-for house and being able to retire at a reasonable age. Stay tuned. You're listening to Michigan Real Talk.